We now move into our next exciting segment, which is our partner presentation. At PMI, we are proud to collaborate with organizations that are actively shaping the future of healthcare through innovation and impact. Joining us now is Anand Chemiceutics, a name contributing meaningfully to advancements in healthcare science and solution. May I now invite Mr. Jatesh Sachdeva, National Sales Manager, Applied Genomics at Anand Chemiceutics, to have a presentation on Genomic Solutions by Anand Chemiceutics. Let's welcome him with a round of applause, and we look forward to his presentation and insights. Thank you, sir.
A very good afternoon to everybody. This is Jatesh here. I am working with Anand Chemiceutics and I'm representing Anand Chemiceutics here as a national sales manager. So I'm heading their complete genomics division. Thank you, VOH, for giving us the opportunity to talk about our company and our portfolio over here. So without further ado, I will speak on context of precision medicine since we have been talking a lot about it. And I'll try to skip some of the slides because we have been talking about similar numbers and similar things which we have covered from the morning. So just to highlight, I have got 10 minutes to speak and I have a lot of slides, so I might be skipping some of those. But I will be available post the presentation. I'll be happy to discuss anything in further detail. So moving forward. So majorly why precision medicine must accelerate, because we have already spoken from the morning, and with the help of Dr. Neeti, we have got to know that in total around 1.4 million cases are there every new year. And then around 70% of the diagnosed cases, that means is resulting in stage 3 and stage 4, which is roughly around 9 lakh cases itself. Okay, so the one of the issue what we are facing is a late diagnosis because we are most of the cases, around 70% of the cases at least we are able to diagnose in stage 3 and stage 4. This is majorly happening because we have spoken from the morning that ecosystem is somewhere, it is there, we are able to understand in some of the domains we are not able to understand the disorder itself. In some of the cases we are able to understand the disorder and the cause, but we don't have the medicine. In some of the cases we have the medicine, but we don't have the accessibility or economic approach where we'll be able to receive that. So, and another factor is limited genomics adoption, which has been increasing, which has been boosting up in India because of many investments and many new startups have been entering into this domain. So moving forward, earlier what we used to focus on symptoms and we used to focus on trial and error therapy, which has already been taken care of. So now, right now, we are moving towards the specific solution. So our approach is simple. We are the kind of an end-to-end solution provider. We don't want to do a kind of a patchwork in between. We want to connect the whole pipeline from sample to reporting. That's what we are doing, and that's how we are enabling various customers across India. Moving forward, this is some of the stats right now. Less than 2% of the people who are into oncology are able to get the oncology patients are able to get the genomic testing. 70% we have already spoken about. 1.4 million plus we have already spoken about. This is the number which I've received. I think it will be still higher, 8K plus. But the average product, kind of a average test ticket size versus the viable target is still not there, so that we can reach to the masses. So that's what we are trying to address here. How can we do the genomic testing at a scale? How should we be able to enable the testing centers at a lower cost and providing them the end-to-end solution so that they should be able to scale it up? Moving forward, this is just a brief profile of what we are trying to do. We are into 4 domains: oncology, infectious, reproductive, and transplant. I won't go deeper into it, but there are a couple of product lines we'll be talking in details, a slight amount of detail, not too much. So moving forward, what we are trying to do is we are trying to democratize access, because when I started working in genomics, it was 17 years back. Then we saw the advent of MedGenome coming up and players like Strand and Eurofins, where they were becoming the sample aggregators and they were processing the samples. Now every city is able to have so many samples that multiple nodal centers or multiple regional centers can be there. So that's where we are trying to democratize this access part. Moreover, we are trying to scale the precision care because since the accessibility has improved, we are able to understand in a reasonable amount of time what are the particular target inputs we are looking forward to. And we are also aligned as a company to support the national programs like Genome India and other mandates which are there. And we are trying to work on a couple of those projects as well. So moving forward, this is a small slide. I won't be talking much in detail, but we have all the solutions available. Like we start from sample preparation and all those things to the clinical reporting. And if I talk about the sequencer, then we are promoting MGI in India officially. So that's what just want to highlight. Moving forward, these are the genomics changes which where I think a lot of focus is there, and right now that focus is increasing. I won't touch base upon everything. Somatic mutation profiling, I think many of the people know. MRD has been catching up right now. People has done a lot of solid tumor testings, and a lot of now liquid biopsies is getting the traction, and MRD is also there. Methylation based pan cancer, we are working into that one. So these are some of the cases where we are working aggressively. So when somebody associates with us, we understood one small thing, that one single laboratory or one single lab cannot get hundreds of NIPTs or hundreds of oncology sample on day one. And that is the problem we resolved. So moving forward, this is just the MGI range, so I won't talk much about it. So basically, the only thing what I wanted to highlight is this. The cost per genome drops 3 to 5x when moving from a small benchtop to a bigger scale. So that is what is enabling the population genomics. As some of the people has rightly talked about it, we don't have the enough baseline, we don't have the enough kind of a database for the Indian population right now. So while various other countries have already done those particular sequencing using multiple platforms, so with these moving from benchtop to a specific high scale, high throughput instrumentations, we are able to promote the population genomics also. And this is just the range. This is basically giving a glimpse. If a small lab is there who's working on panels, then in that case, what kind of instrumentation? If somebody is working on NIPT, what kind of a solution will work? So this is just a brief idea. If anybody wants to have a deeper detail, I'm available post this presentation. Then I wanted to speak specifically about the TWIST CGP. We are officially promoting it. CGP is comprehensive genomic profiling. 562 genes are there, and it is taking care of all the genetic aberrations, and along with that, all the kind of genomic markers as well, TMB, MSI, HRD. So all those things can be taken care of with the help of one single test. We are actively promoting it, and there are many early adopters in India. We are happy to go ahead over there. And the interesting part with this is just to highlight here. Right now here we are talking about 1% VAF. I don't know, this is having certain issue. So here we are talking about the 1% VAF for solid tumor. But this complete assay is compatible to liquid biopsy also. It is not just solid tumor, because many of the CGP solutions are compatible to solid tumors only. So this will be a small additional detail what I wanted to highlight. Moving forward, the good part is this. In India, there is adoption happening for MRD right now. So MRD is going as an individual case specific also, and in general also for pan cancers. The good part is attention is there right now, and people have started to accept those particular solutions. So with the help of liquid biopsy and at a deeper scale, we are able to go ahead with MRD for a particular genes at a higher depth. So basically, it is highlighting one tumor cell among 1 million can be detected with the help of this. Moving forward, one more thing I wanted to talk about is a kind of a predictive cancer testing using methylation or epigenomics. I'm happy to introduce one of our product with the name of Twist Methylation. This is a pan cancer one. So it can detect 50 plus cancer types using the cfDNA methylation, including cancers with no current screening standard. Okay, so that's an interesting part. It is having a greater than 90% accuracy, so I won't talk much about it. But the interesting part is it is able to give you the tissue of origin. As Dr. Nidhi was stating in the morning itself, that methylation signatures are specific to the organ specific things, and that's where we are able to get the two information we are able to get. One is the early detection itself, and second is the tissue specific origin we are able to understand with the help of these particular kind of epigenomics signature or methylation signature. So moving forward, what we are trying to do here is we are trying to build a complete end-to-end solution and a holistic solution we should be able to provide, because it's the whole journey where the patient has to have a patient, if they are paying or whatever the economic background they are coming from, but they should be getting the guaranteed or accurate reportings, and that's where we are trying to trying to work on three things: affordability, accessibility, and accuracy. That is a very important part for us, and that is we are trying to enable multiple labs. So we are having, oh, I'm sorry, we are having the active presence in tier 1 and tier 2 cities. So moving forward, the last product what I wanted to talk about, many of the places, many of the oncology centers are going ahead with chemotherapies, and chemotherapies are going ahead with they are affecting the patients with the help, with the kind of a particular issue with the name of chemotherapy induced alopecia. So we have a solution with the name of Paxman. Just a second. Paxman. So with that, any kind of a patient who's going ahead with the chemotherapy can use this particular solution. This is a scalp cooling solution. We have a kind of a booth outside. We'll be able to display to any person who is interested. The good, interesting thing what I wanted to highlight is around 10% of the patients, this has been particularly in couple of literatures that has been mentioned, up to 10% of the patients refuse chemotherapy because of they are losing hairs, and those kind of reasons are coming up. Moving forward, I wanted to highlight on the installation basis. We are having almost 80 plus installation bases across India and 50,000 plus installations across the globe. We are a US, like this particular technology is a US FDA approved technology, and moreover in India we have done multiple clinical trials, and we are able to get the efficacy up to 56%. That means in 56% of the patients they are not losing the hairs, or they are able to get the regrowth of the hair much faster. So with that, I won't be, so basically if anybody is interested in these particular domains, we'll be happy to work with them. If anybody want to have a kind of a deep dive, then in that case we are available. If anybody wants to visit a reference site and want to understand how the whole setup works, we'll be happy to do that. And if any kind of a policy partnerships anybody wants to explore, we are happy to do that as well. That's it from my side. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. So I would like to invite Dr. Manisha Khurana on the stage to please felicitate Mr. Jatesh Sachdeva for this amazing presentation about Anand Chemiceutics. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We just had lunch. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.